You are playing Specialist Robert. I cannot even say his last name.
Arciaga.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for helping me.
Most people pronounce it Asiago, which is a kind of cheese, different kind of thing.
Very different thing.
Robert
Person,
Arciaga, yeah.
cheese, very different. So what was the preparation like for you going into this?
Cool. Yeah. So when I started by obviously reading Martha's book, then I went through all the scripts in detail, and I had gotten a clear understanding of the events that took place, and a sense of the emotion of what had happened. But it wasn't until I arrived on Fort Hood and met the soldiers, and I met the Gold Star families, one of whom I'm playing their son, and I got to hear the stories of these men and women and what they do, that I was truly blown away, and started to really understand the massive undertaking we decided to do with the show, which is to tell their story and to show what it's like for what their lives are like. Not only that, but we went through 2 weeks of Army training, and that was a difference. That was a mind opener, because I originally started by weightlifting. I was like, oh, I'm going to play a soldier. Let me start getting fit, because I'll be doing push-ups for days. But actually, what you came to find is actually it's about how to keep each other safe in difficult situations. How you have to protect the man to your left and your right. There's a matter of like how to deal with incredibly stressful situations like combat and war situations. And that also, once I realized what it actually takes to be a soldier and how massively unprepared I was for that, I had a newfound respect for them and the military at large.
Of course.
Yeah.
And a lot of you all have we've talked to a lot of your castmates about going into Fort Hood and really, getting into the grit of everything. What was it like the first day that you walked on set? Because I know that they replicated a lot.
That was again, mind-blowing. It was like, they had built more than 80 new buildings to look like Sadr Studio Iraq. It was advised by the men who had been there. One of our guys, Aaron Fowler, says they got everything right down to just except for the smell. So, which we were thankful for that. But walking through the city, it was a whole nother world. We were not in Texas anymore. Yeah.
And then what are you most excited about seeing tonight? Have you seen it already? Did you go to the screening in Fort Hood?
I have, yes. I was at the screening in Fort Hood. I'm excited to share this story with the world, and I'm excited to be here with Sylvia, who plays Robert's mother, and the rest of the families, and to really start to begin some healing for us all, because I think that will definitely be a part of this, and also to share this with the world so people can understand what goes into being a soldier. And
what did Sylvia tell you when you got to speak to her? What was the first moment like?
Oh man, I invited them over for dinner. I cooked for them, and just so we can allow Robert to come into the room when she was ready, and she was just immediately so open. Robert's sister Angel, and his brother Gilbert just were immediately opened up to me. They were so selfless, and they were so welcoming and warm, and inducted me into their family. She would tell me things like his wife liked the burgers from Burger King but the fries from McDonald's, so he would go to both places for her. He was a man that would do anything for family. He loved deeply, and he cared about those very close to him, and he would do anything for them. And when you start to see the longing and with the absence of that person in a person's eyes, you start to see whose shoes you're filling. And I knew there were big shoes to fill, and I only hoped to honor her and him, and to do right by them all.
I'm sure that you did a fantastic job, and it's going to be a wonderful memorial in his honor. So congratulations, and have a good night.
Yeah.